and loosing offenses, as Matthew 18:18 tells us in our Gospel this Sunday. I tell you the truth, whatever you bind in the land will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. God teaches us a more powerful and effective way to pray and declare His word in the different situations or problems that arise in life. This is praying, agreeing with each other, which also opens our minds to learn to think as He Himself thinks and to be able to change our actions, especially in fraternal correction, which is a warning that the Christian addresses to his neighbor to help him on the path to holiness. Fraternal correction is an instrument of spiritual progress that contributes to the knowledge of personal defects. For example, they say that, when two or more talkers meet, the devil watches, listens, sits and learns. In El Salvador, people in the cantons do not speak enough, for example in Canton San Antonio Silva, San Miguel and Canton San Gerardo, San Miguel. People speak more in Atiquizaya, Ahuachapan and Ciudad Barrios, in San Miguel. Jesus here tells us that He should not only concern us with the material well-being of our neighbor but also with his moral and spiritual situation. For example, in our first reading, Ezekiel speaks of the obligation to warn the wicked. Single quote. Hebrews 13:17 says to obey your leaders and submit to them, for they care for you as those who must be held accountable. If you see something, say something. For example, a politician whose daughter was arrested for possession of illegal drugs commented that her family was saddened by her daughter's decisions, but that they loved her and would pray for her recovery. This is the type of loyalty that Jesus calls us to when He speaks of Christians as brothers and sisters. If any member of your family is living a life of impurity or committing adultery or in a gay marriage, or never bothers to help the poor or needy, you must warn him that he is in sin and not following God's law. Ezekiel said, if I pronounce a sentence of death on a man because he is wicked and you do not warn him to turn from his evil path, the wicked man will die because of himself, but I will hold you accountable for his life. 272. Someone said to an evangelist, you are taking the leather off the cat on the wrong side. The evangelist answered, then tell the cat to turn around. Ezekiel's message does not need to be changed, but it is the people who must change. We must analyze our behavior every day. All people fall, at least venially, in the way that Proverbs 24:16 says. The righteous man falls 7 times, and he rises again. For example, step 10 says, we continue to take our personal inventory and, when we are wrong we admit it immediately. Single quote. If an apology was necessary, I had to ask for it. We continue does not mean occasionally or frequently. It means day after day. 3. Led by example. The story of Gandhi and sugar. Today I want to tell you a story that I find very inspiring about the importance of honesty and example for a leader. And its protagonist is the great Gandhi.